Welcome back. Well, today's book is what happens in a classroom where some kids are playing while their parents are next door learning English. Let's read. Luli and the Language of Tea, written by Andrea Wong, pictures by Haewon Yum. Andrea Wong lives in Colorado with her family. She has a Master's of Science and Environmental Science and an MFA in Creative Writing. She likes to drink black tea spiced with cinnamon and cloves. She has won both a Caldecott Medal and a Newbery Honor Medal for her children's books. Haewon is a South Korean author and illustrator. After receiving her bachelor and graduate degrees from Seoul National University, she studied illustration at the SVA School of Visual Art in New York. And her first published picture book was her SVA graduation project. She now lives in Brooklyn, New York with her family. English as a second language. Free childcare. The playroom was quiet. Luli couldn't speak English. Neither could the others. All around the room, children played alone. Last time, Luli had played by herself too, until she had an idea. She'd drawn it for Miss Hirokami. This time, Luli had a plan. From inside her backpack and onto the round table, Luli set a thermos, a canister, stacks of cups, and a fat-bellied teapot. Out of the canister and into the teapot, Luli dropped a small ball of tea leaves. Plop! Out of the thermos and over the tea leaves, Luli poured steaming hot water. Ploosh! Luli took a deep breath. Cha! She called out in Chinese. All around the room, heads popped up. Chai? Asked Maxime in Russian. Chai? Anaya said in Hindi. Chai? Asked Karim in Turkish. Chai? Niku said in Persian. Shai? Asked Hakim in Arabic. Te? Valentina said in Spanish. Tea? Asked Matthias in German. Chai? Tishala said in Swahili. Sha? Asked Pedro in Portuguese. The tea was ready. Luli beamed. She was ready. Cha! She beckoned. All around the room, children joined together. Luli poured the first cup and gave it to Maxime, who gave it to Anaya, who gave it to Karim, who gave it to Niku, who gave it to Hakim, who gave it to Valentina, who gave it to Matthias, who gave it to Tishala, who gave it to Pedro. All around the table, children passed tea. Everyone had a full cup, except Luli. Pedro took Luli's empty cup and passed it to Tishala, who passed it to Matthias, who passed it to Valentina, who passed it to Hakim, who passed it to Niku, who passed it to Karim, who passed it to Anaya, who passed it to Maxime, who passed it to Luli. All around the table, each child gave a little tea. Now everyone had a share. Hands curled around warm cups. Mouths curved into shy smiles. Luli took another deep breath and pulled out one last surprise. She held up a box and spoke her new favorite word in English. Cookie? The playroom was no longer quiet. Luli's teapot was empty, but her heart was full. The end. So what inspired this book? Well, Andrea's parents were immigrants from China. In America, her father eventually started teaching English as a second language, and her mom helped immigrants who were medical professionals to pass certification exams so they could practice medicine in the United States. And this book is her way of honoring them and writing about some of the things that they shared as she was growing up. Now, every visitor to her parents' house was offered tea and snacks, and Andrea sometimes helped serve. And of course, tea is now Andrea's favorite drink, and when she found out the word tea is so similar in many languages, she was curious and intrigued. Why was this? Well, according to Chinese legend, around 5,000 years ago, there was an emperor in China having a picnic outside as he was traveling around the country, and while he was holding a cup of hot water to drink, some leaves blew into it, and he drank it, and he thought, this is tasty and great, and he wanted to drink it again. So supposedly, that's how tea was invented. But why is the word tea so similar? Well, over the years, people traded with China, and they brought back to their countries tea and also the word for tea. So over time, of course, the pronunciation in some countries has changed, but not too much. And whether you say cha or chai, you're drinking the same thing. And Luli in this book models the values Andrea learned from her parents: to help others, to show hospitality, to share. Exactly as our Lord Jesus reminded us we should do. So come back next week and let's have another story. Bye-bye.